Let's set up a help desk. Again, everything in Kartra, you'll notice when you want to set something new up, there's this big plus button over here. So we're going to set up a help desk. The reason that you might want a help desk is it completely automates your support. If you're running an online business, support is one of the things that can eat you alive. If you don't have this set up properly and you don't have proper support channels and you don't train your prospects and customers of how to interact with you, they could be trying to get you on all kinds of social media platforms. They could be calling you in the middle of the night. They could be emailing you, and you got all this stuff all over the place. It's a nightmare. With a help desk, every interaction happens in the help desk. It's all trackable. If you want to look back at a client or a prospect's history, you can just click on their record, go back and see all the support tickets that they've got in. So you know if this person's a high maintenance person, if it's their first time having an issue, a lot of stuff here. So let's click the big plus button and we're going to name this. And I'm just going to call this help desk. Just for simplicity, keep in mind, you can always change any of this stuff as you go, but we're just going to call it help desk. And you can have multiple help desks. If you've got, again, if you've got different divisions in your company and you need to create different help desks, maybe you've got different support teams, you can create as many of these as you like. So in here, you want to answer the first question is, host my help desk in Kartra or host my help desk in my own site. What this does is this puts like a little floating icon onto your website. When they click the icon, the help desk pops up. If you do the help desk in Kartra, then it allows you to put the help desk buttons right into your Kartra pages, into your membership site, all of that. So I'm just going to go with the host my help desk in Kartra. We're going to save that. Again, if you don't know the answers to some questions and you want to figure it out later, you can always click the configure later button. But we're going to go ahead and just get this thing done. Now, the next thing is your design template. And there's really not much to choose from here other than color. So I know that Chris has a dark blue color, so I'm just going to skip through and look for that color for him. I have a lot of different color schemes here. Ah, there we go. That is very close to his blue color. So I'm going to select that, save it. And then they have a marquee. Now they've got a bunch of marquees here, or you can select your own image. Their stuff's pretty generic. So you have the option to create your own image here. So I'm going to select an image and I'm going to go here to select files. We're going to go to his folder and let's see, he has a help desk folder. There's the image he created. So we're going to upload it. Going to select it. You always have to select the image here and then confirm. So boom, look at that. Now here, notice it's got the happy to help you over his image. Obviously, we don't want that, so we're just going to kill that out of the box. And if you want to have it an overlay and an opacity to it, you can do that. I think we do not want that, so we're going to take that off. Now what that does, this is black, so all it's doing is it's darkening that image up. So if you want to subdue it, that's how you do it with opacity. I mean, you could take it to like 80%, make it really dark, but we don't have any reason to really do that. So we're going to go to 0%. Okay, now this is something common to Kartra on all the pages, all the stuff you're going to set up. When you get down here and it says save and next and you can't do it, all that means is you didn't save all the stuff up here. So if you're in the middle of editing any part of this page, this button won't be active. So know that. Just look up above, save whatever you didn't save, and on to the next screen. Now, here is departments. So in this, basically you have to name your departments, and we're just going to call this general support. Keep in mind, if you don't know what you want to call it, don't worry over this. Don't toil over it. Just put something in here and you can always come back and figure it out later. Now we want to know if this is public or private. So that is something that you want to figure out. If you want to make it private, you can do that. I usually make mine public because I want to be able to support and help people in my help desk, even if they're not customers or members yet. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click add. You might see I can't move on and I can't save it because I haven't added this yet. So I'm going to click add. Now I've got general support. You could have multiple departments in here. If you want a billing department and you want a tech department, but again, I'm just going to do this simple for now so you can get the idea and you can set yours up however you want. So I'm going to save that. We have general support. The next thing is it's going to say, what support channels do you offer? Support tickets. And you can say here, I put up here an average 3-hour support. Now, if you get back to them in 6, you can change this to 6 or whatever you want to put. I'm usually on top of this. I'm usually back to them within 3 hours. So I'm going to activate that channel. If you want to add a phone number, you can add phone support and you can put in here your hours and your phone number. And then if you want to do that, you just activate the channel. I'm not going to do that. I don't know if Chris wants to take phone calls. And so I'm just going to set up the ticket system. You can also do live chat. There's live chat built right in here. You can say 24 hours, 7 days a week, or you can say whatever you want, however you want to set that up, and then activate the channel. Some people like Skype, but anyway, for this, we're just going to set up the one, call it a day. So we're going to save that and we're going to move to the next screen. This is communication. You can have everybody interact exclusively through the help desk, or you can use seamless email communication. Now, for this, I'm going to just set up the simple way, which is interact through the help desk. If you want to enable this, basically you've got to put some records in here so your email program can communicate. The cool part about this, and you might want to do this, is when somebody fills out a ticket and they get a response, they'll get an email response, they can actually just reply to the email and it goes right back in, logs it into the support desk. So that's a pretty cool thing to do. But for now, I'm just going to make this simple. We're going to do through the help desk exclusively, save that, and we're going to move to the next one. Now this is Wiki. This is like, you can set up a Wiki in here. And if you want to do this, or if you don't. So I'm not going to set up a Wiki. A Wiki is kind of like a Q&A. But to do that, you really have to know what the common questions are going to be. And we're just going to say that will be done later. Okay, and then we go on to self-billing. Actually, can you turn this off? I don't know that you can turn that off at this point. Okay, so we're just going to say configure later, move to the next one. This is billing. This is basically in the help desk, you can allow them to access their billing section of Kartra. So this is a really good thing to do. You can allow them to manage their own orders. So we'll say yes to that. Now in this, you can configure what you want them to allow or what you want to allow them to manage. I generally do not allow them to do refund requests. They have to request the refund and I'll do that manually. So I turn that off, but I do allow them to cancel their subscriptions. So we will save that. We will save that. And we are ready to move to the next step. Now, automations. Do you want to capture these people as leads? If you want to say yes, then basically you're going to save that and it's going to bring you to tags and lists. Now remember, you have a list already. Yes, subscribe to list. We're going to put them on the prospect list because they could come in here. Remember, we had this open. So if somebody's not a customer yet, this will put them on the prospect list. So we want to add them to prospects. We'll save that. We may also want to add a tag here. So we say yes to assign tags. Now we don't have any tags because we haven't set a tag up yet. So we're going to click right here to create a new tag. And we're going to call this help desk. So we're going to add a help desk tag to them. And you can categorize. We don't have any categories set up yet. And since this is just a simple install, I'm just going to do no particular category. So we're going to create that. We're going to add it and we're going to save it. So now when somebody uses the help desk, they're going to go on the prospect list automatically and they're going to have the help desk tag assigned. So later on, you know, a year from now, we can go back and we can send an email out to everybody that is not on the customer list, but has the help desk tag. And we can communicate with them knowing that they used our support desk. Now, sequences, I'm going to show you guys how to set up sequences, but we don't really have a sequence for the help desk. So we're just going to leave that off. A sequence is basically an auto response email sequence. So I'll show you how to set those up because we will definitely want one of those. Now, link to the help desk portal. Remember where we set up the custom domain here? Here is chrismclean.kartra.com. We don't necessarily want that. We want to edit that and we want moneycoachchris.com. And then we don't want this funky thing. We want help desk. That is going to become our URL. Oh, it's a forbidden path. Let's call it support desk. I guess they have reserved help desk for their own internal function. So we're going to call it support desk. Same thing. Now that is our new URL. That's a lot better looking URL than that Kartra one. So we're going to copy that. We're going to go up here and we're going to see what it looks like. So we're going to open a new tab, paste that in, and voila, there's our help desk. Uh-oh, it's incomplete. I think I know why. So remember when we were setting up that wiki, I think they're forcing us to do a wiki here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back to help desks and I'm going to, this is our help desk now, and see how it says configuration incomplete. I'm going to go in and I'm going to edit this. I'm going to click edit there. And yep, it's red. So we have to fix it. I skipped through too quick. So edit. The more you do this, the better you'll get at it. Okay, support desk, departments, communications, wiki. Okay, here we are. So we want to change this. We just want to call this support wiki. And add it, save it, and now don't create a wiki knowledge base. That is really bizarre the way they've done that. Didn't used to be that way, but we just basically turned it off. We had to create one just to turn it off. So that's a new one on me. I just learned that. Okay, so we're going to move back through. Our support desk is now done. Let's refresh it. See what we got. There we go. Now we are complete. We have a fully functioning help desk here called support. There's your tickets. There's your orders. You can change it from English to whatever language you want. And then to put a ticket in, you would select the department, general support, put in your name, last name, email, phone number, your message line, subject, and type away. You have to check these off. This is really cool. Kartra puts this stuff built in for you so you don't have to worry about it. And then you can submit your ticket. Pretty cool. So you actually can use this on a Kartra page, or you can use this direct address. Like if you want to put a link on your website for support, you just link it to this address. Pretty cool stuff. All right, so our support desk is done. Awesome, right?